Where in the world is Leighton Sheldon? Who's that? That's the owner of Vintage Breaks. Vintage Breaks, these guys have been in the news because of the whole, pack swapping, break garbage. Now, here's the funny thing. I'm going to point out, see, I look at things from a different point of view. Okay. A few things. First of all, what if these were new breakers? How would they be treated? What if this is Backyard Breaks doing this? Hmm? What if this was women breaking? Hmm? What would you think about that? What if this is Don Diego and she accidentally gave you the wrong pack? Hmm? What do you think about that? What if this was, well, we're going to get into that in a moment, but I'm going to show to you in this video some of the concerns I have, some of the predictions I have, and the actions that we should be taking right now. For example, Leighton Sheldon has been on, I believe, 5 influencer channels in the last few months. 5 influencer channels. Every one of those influencers has at least a way to communicate with Leighton. They should all have reached out to him and probably should have a statement coming out on what they heard from the guy that they were recently doing collaborations with. We're going to get into that too. Let me go ahead and pause the video. If you haven't already, please get your comments ready. You can subscribe if you want to. I might lose subscribers on this one. It's going to be fun. First thing I want to do is look at this situation. What happened here? Did a crime occur? Should someone go to jail? Should a penalty be paid? Should the people who bought in this get a refund? I think the most important thing that we have to look at is this was I'm going to use the word raping of our trust. Yep, our trust in the community was raped by this company and these individuals. No harm is done. No damage is done, right? In fact, think of it this way. Go explain to a police officer friend of yours what happened on this. Well, officer, I bought into this break where I get one card from a pack of 1980-something basketball cards. And when he opened the cards, he changed the pack and he put a different pack out there instead of the pack that I thought it was going to be. And the officer's going to look at you and go, what? Call the Better Business Bureau. I don't know. Contact your senator. There's just no way to police this. We have to self-police this, right? That's why I'm telling you, we have to take actions. Now, I started this by saying, where's Leighton Sheldon? Leighton, if I was the owner of this company who's built this company on trust, the first thing I would have done when this came out is I would have had a statement out immediately. I'm looking into this. I'm going to do some investigations. I'm going to suspend the breaker for a few days so I investigate this. But no, he didn't. The same breaker is on the next day explaining the situation. Explain this to me. I went to the grocery store yesterday and I bought some prime rib. And when I went to checkout, the checkout cashier took the prime rib, scanned it, and then put hamburger meat in my bag. That's kind of what you did, idiot. Like telling me, oh, well, it's a different pack because this pack. I don't care. It's a trust. You sell trust, sir. That is what you are in the game of. We're supposed to trust the packs are real. We're supposed to trust you're going to mail the packs to the right people. We're supposed to trust you. We give you money. Trust. So trust to me is long gone on this. And in my opinion, Vintage Card Breaks should go bankrupt. It should go under. No one should watch this anymore. Now, in order for that to happen, our voices have to be loud enough to prevent other suckers from going over there and buying into their breaks. Like constantly, someone should be monitoring them with a new account going, remember, these guys are scammers. Remember, these guys are fakes. That should just be constantly going on. It will not happen. We can't constantly do that. There's just not people to monitor this. So I'm telling you guys, here's what's going to happen. They are going to continue to do what they've been doing. There'll be no change of guard. They might, at the worst case, they'll change the name. Okay? Remember their faces because you'll see their faces again. Now, let me get to the good part of this. I want to start over here in no particular order. Lucas, Tigers, and Braun, Leighton Sheldon. This is December 2021, probably one of the oldest ones. But I will say this, the channel that is notorious for not asking hard questions, you can guarantee yourself they will not reach out to Leighton Sheldon and say, hey, man, what happened with the break? They could, right? They're supposed to be boys helping you out in the hobby, but they won't do that. But watch for them to have him on the channel again. If they have this guy on their channel again, please ask them, dude, why didn't you call him out last time? Here's another one, Jeremy Lee. Jeremy Lee had him on his channel. Let's see, what was this? I think this is just a month ago. Why is there no date here? I think Jeremy Lee is hiding his dates from me or something. I think this is about a month ago, right? Very recently. Again, Jeremy Lee cares about the hobby. Wonderful guy. Have Jeremy Lee talk to him. Again, guys, think about this. If this was Don Diego, if this was Backyard Breaks, if this was Pac-Man breaking, I'm sure the response would be different. I'm sure Jeremy Lee would be calling him up, getting him on an interview. Why aren't you calling Leighton? He's your buddy. You guys did this collab together. This is my problem with the hobby. Look, I'll even go here. Jeff Wilson, dude, you just did a video on the National a few days ago where you basically did a commercial endorsing this man. When you spent money, what, $20,000 on a pack of cards. I really enjoyed watching you do it. Made me giggle. I would love to see you step up and be a leader and say, hey, you know what? We did that break with vintage, and we want you to know that we do not endorse vintage, or we have investigated vintage, or we're waiting for a statement from vintage. But please, sir, please don't let it be more business as freaking usual. Here's another one. Now, again, don't expect any difference here. This is Go GTS Live, right? But again, my point I'm trying to hammer in here, guys, is that there's so many leaders in this hobby who have access to this man who could get a statement, who could get us some clarification, or could at least lead us in action against him. But they won't, like a boycott statement. Come out and say, you know, we're no longer going to be talking about him. We're not having him on our channels anymore. We're taking out his videos. Do something. Another one again. I'm pulling here. I won't lie to you. Buster probably has no freaking idea who this is, but Buster does have a ton of subscribers. 8,000 subscribers. He's also big on Instagram, right? So Vintage Breaks, if you guys want to check these guys out, look at this. Leighton Sheldon has his own channel, 195 subscribers. Go over there, leave a comment. If you click his link here, his link's going to take you here to his webpage. I'd say go over there, leave comments, ask him. Let's give him a call. Maybe we should send him some emails. Hey, man, what's going on with this? You know, any statement? And I'll just say this. This is why this might be why ZiggyNo's are here, because I want to remind you again in 3 months. I'm going to remind you again in 6 months. I'll remind you again when this guy is on somebody else's channel and he's not resolved this problem. And again, I don't think you've resolved this. You sell trust, sir, and you raped us of that trust. You are a trust raper, okay? Don't bullshit me on some lot of trust rapers out there. A hobby's built on trust, man. Okay, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to post this video in place of my regularly scheduled video